with the ball. Another three.
But Messi is back for New Orleans, and he loses the jump to Keita. Minot flying in. What a start. Derrick White. It's like a hawk hunting those blocks, and then he spins to the basket. Scoring the Celtics on his own, coming up on 5 minutes in. White navigates, loves that runner.
Number 2 overall pick in this past draft. Also from Rutgers, White having a quarter.
In this game, or they've been up, but it's been Anthony Edwards that's done it. All the work here is he tries to blow past.
Can end it with a bucket. Kicks it out, Vucevic. Over to White. In the corner. Yes!
Garza. They've given him the freedom to do more off the bounce. That time, wonder if they're going to look for Tatum. A little heat check. He's made the last 2. White says, I've got my do-it-yourself.
Remains the same. 4 minutes off this second quarter clock. White playing off for 2 feet and playing off for
Hauser. Right back to Derrick White, who scored 20 with 3 blocks in his hometown of Denver. And the 3-ball is right there.
It wasn't his rebound, but he kept it away from the big fella. White got the contact.
2 against 2 and 14. And they'll have a travel day. Oh, yeah. Makes this White.
Shot clock down to 5. White blows past Gordon all the way to the rim.
That's pounding the player.
Now White picks up Davion Mitchell. Oh, he's blocked.
Second quarter. I got to come up with an hour of content.
That's right. The sky's still falling. White to Keita.
It got deflected so he can go into the backcourt. Has to put it up. And White.
Out of the Rockets in this game by 10. White the pullback. And he hits again.
Walsh trying to time it up with Harden. He takes it to the basket. Blocked by Derrick White.
A smaller 6'2", 6'3". He's running more like 6'5".
White comes over.
Lackadaisical. Jordan going to it. Blocked away.
Now he's behind the play. Barlow's rejected by White.
Last night against Philly. I thought they were going to win that game.
Oh, come on. Up top is Keita, the former King, who was
6th year in the league, formerly with the Miami Heat. Starting to find that roll up top. Slammed down by Keita.
Jaylen Brown ejected in the second quarter. White has been the scorer so far. Lets everybody go by and beats the clock for 2.
Oh, White's feeling it. Wants to get back to the basket. Puts it up and puts it in.
3 of 13 start to this game from the field for Tyrese Maxey. White, a 3. White working Wembanyama. Knows he's going to be there for the block. Went up quick. Nice job by White.
Low shot clock as White goes to work on Williams. Fires.
One of the best to get it done.
Carter Bryant now has 8. White runway to the...
Around the Keita screen, snakes it. Got all the way to the rim for the lay.
Here is White. 5 to shoot. The step back. The 3.
He's deflected by Fleming. 5 on the shot clock. The veteran White driving, able to find it.
Keita now. Couldn't reverse it home. White has it. 3 seconds. White put it up and got the bounce.
White on the break. Little sidestep for the lay.
Guys, awesome. Wemby's body.
White with the block on Fox.
Good defense that time by Allen. Step back 3. Tough contest.
6 rebounds here.
White on the attack. Goes right at 8 for 2.
13 minutes for Luka. Cardwell lost it.
I got to take this.
White pulls up late.
Oh, yeah.
White gets it back from Keita. 3 on the way, got it.
White from a tough angle.
5 on the shot clock for White.
Penny's got a double-double now as White with his second block. The type of stuff you talk about when it's a 27, now 30.
And no, it's no surprise at all that he is exhausted and physically.
Shireman missed him. Instead, it's White for 3. Bullseye! 8 turnovers for both teams, and there's White.
White contested 3 over Durant.
Had a couple of explosive scoring games. Really helped guide Boston to victory in Brooklyn on Friday. The up and under.
Only lost 4 games here at home all season. This home record in the league. White driving.
White with the tween. Wow, quick
5 to shoot. White drives, finger roll fall.
For 1 if they choose.
White drives it on Green. Derrick White
scores a ton of points on the break. White pulling back. Oh, they're hot now.
Bench against the Celtics in the last meeting. Cloudy, stripped by White for Hauser. Get it right back to White. 5 to shoot. Stops on a dime and puts it in.
White with a couple of ball fakes got Davison to bite.
Pistons have yet to turn it over here in the second quarter. Blocked.
Next thing you know, he shot the jumper.
Fox is 6 for 8 from the floor. White same spot. This one's good.
Should start to be mentioned among some MVP candidates for the season. As White makes
It was another Celtic amazing, and right out of the gate, a steal and lay-in by Derrick White.
And now Pritchard. Right back to White. Tries it again. Sticks it again.
Gonzalez back up top to White. White firing. And hits it alive.
Defended by the veteran Harrison Barnes. White on the cut. Brown, great pass. And Derrick White after we hit 3 minutes. Here's White. Celtics are flowing now. Derrick White.
One-on-one, Carter moves his feet effectively, but White gets around him and lays it in.
Yeah, they're switching everything, and Mama Coach Relay does a good job.
Oh, Derrick.
Cavs riding a 3-game win streak. Here's White. Got a 3.
Derrick runs it. Set it up for White. He's fouled and a chance for 4.
Maybe the best of his career. And the 2-man with Keita. Snaps it back.
Per game, that's the fewest in the NBA. Oubre on the drive, the terrific defender.
White averaging about 17 points per game.
Yeah, he's got the third. That was his first score of the fourth. Powell gets blocked.
But a tire on this end. Numbers for Toronto. White says, get that out.
Cross-court pass to White. Zoo lurking in the area. White pulls back the 3.
Boy, he just kept it out of his reach, barely.
See bench points, 26-9 advantage for the Celtics. Oh, my.
This year in the NBA. A steal.
Most of this night at home. A couple of stumbles, and that's the other learning process.
The players, the great players, manage to get something done regardless.
Terrific. Able to grab the rebound to the cutting shed. Swatted away, loose ball.
White. Now Collins picks up White after carving.
23 points, 6 dimes, 6 rebounds. Derrick White.
Good closeout by Thompson. Step through by White.
But Derrick White was right there. That was pretty good D.
White has a pull. Oh!
If you're not careful.
White. Dotted line. And a 3.
White gets around Thompson and slams it.
Here's White attacking and fouled the and 1.
D. White. Unstoppable.
Brown nearly lost it.
White on the attack. Perfect defense from Ivy. It didn't matter.
Get Champagne guarding White, and he splits 2 Wizards and hits a jumper.
Get inside, get on the offensive glass, play in the paint. Boston wants to do this.
Oh, White.
Love to score the basketball. No one would have said anything if you would have pulled that 3 right there, but rewarding this big man.
Tries to turn the corner. White in the 3.
In the first quarter. White trying to go one-on-one against Tristan. His push shot is good.
Line on the pinch. Great ball movement. White dribbles. Freedom.
Pritchard over to Hauser. Here's Derrick White. Expect him to be ultra aggressive tonight as he gets the mid.
They were so predictable under Coach Thibodeau. Much different. Nice.
He does have 2 fouls, so he might have left the game anyway. Something to monitor. White the D-cell and 1. Simons right back to D. White. Foul and the basket count.
Together here. Dembona for defense inside. White got the basket and the bump.
White attacking Black. Scores the basket. And
4 threes in a quarter and still had a lead.
Oh, Derrick White got one. D. White is free. Yes, sir!
That's what he does! Fourth quarter, D. White.